Here is another video that I hope will answer one of our viewers' questions. And for that person, I lost your email, so hopefully you see this. If not, I hope that it will benefit other people. And if it does, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or leaving a nice comment in the comment area. So what they have is a situation like this where they have an offset. And if you notice, one side of the roof is higher than the other side, and they would like to add a patio. And if they were going to do it like this with a solid beam going all the way across and parallel to both of the walls, then you might do it this way. And I went ahead and I left the seat cuts in here on the rafters to help you get a better idea of what I'm doing. And you're basically just going to end up raising this section. And you can do that by using blocks underneath the roof rafters and then connecting the new porch rafters to the existing roof rafters to create a nice tie to the house. And again, you can see the seat cuts here. These are the seat cuts that would be used for these rafters here. So basically what we're doing is just simply raising a section or lowering a section, depending upon where the load-bearing supports are going to be located. So here we have an offset here, and we had to raise this section. If I was going to start here, then I would have to lower this section, which could be a little more difficult. You're going to want to start with the lowest point and then raise the other sections. Because if I had to cut a 2 or 3 inch deep seat cut in this section here, that might not make the structural engineer happy. And here's the problem that our viewer has. They have an offset here, which means this beam right here is going to have to be raised to create a nice flat roof. And now if you're going to do this a different way, you don't want this to be flat, then you can simply lower this section of the rafters and then end up with an offset in the patio roof. Another thing that this individual is working with is going to be a small angled beam here. And you can see that it might be better to lose the angled beam and then just have the 2 separate sets of beams to support everything. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there. Lose this or use it as a non-load-bearing connector. And another thing you can do is angle this beam. I can start it here and raise the other side. But that might be a little difficult for some of you. So I went ahead and mitered this beam here and then did a little funky thing over here to keep this beam level. And then I'm going to use a block or a shaped piece of lumber under this rafter here. And you can cut this in a variety of different ways. And then I'm going to have this beam right here sit on top of this section. And I don't think what I did is necessary, but I just kind of threw it in there. I've cut a lot out of this beam right here, and that might not be acceptable to an engineer. However, at the same time, I'm not going to have a lot of weight on this beam because it's small. If your beam is going to be longer, you might have to come up with a different method here. And then, of course, we can just go ahead and set the beam into the pocket that we created. And if this makes sense, then I did my job. If it does not make sense, then feel free to leave any questions you have in the comment area. And thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to visit our website. We have an organized list of our videos there. You might have a difficult time finding that anywhere else.